think the road was somewhere I could finally arrive. Funny how you spend your whole life running just to learn how to survive. I shook hands with my future while my past stood in the rain, and every door I opened had another kind of pain. Maybe I wasn't lost, maybe I was just too proud to admit I didn't know the way. I watched hungry men become kings, and kings forget their names. I watched a brother sell his brother just to keep a little fame. I've seen a smile hide a funeral, seen a prayer hide a lie. I watched people build their kingdoms, then wonder why they're still alone at night. We were taught to call it winning when the numbers started growing. Nobody warned us what we'd lose while everybody watched us go. I put my heart behind a locked door and called that being strong. Then one morning I couldn't remember what I'd been protecting it from. And I don't blame the world anymore, I've played my part in the war. Some wounds came from other hands, some were wounds I asked for. I left a man behind me somewhere on that road. He carried all my laughter before I learned to hide my soul. I traded dreams for reasons and truth for what was safe. Now every mirror knows my name, but I don't recognize the face. So I kept moving forward till forward felt the same. Maybe growing older is remembering the men you left behind along the way. I remember when a little house could feel like paradise, when a hand inside your hand was worth more than 1,000 lives. Before we measured love in favors, before forgiveness had a price, before we learned to leave the table just because somebody wasn't nice. Now everybody's talking loudly, like silence means you're weak. Everybody wants the answer, nobody wants to hear the question underneath. What are you worth when nobody's watching? Who are you when nobody needs you? And what remains of a man when the world finally stops applauding? I've worn pride like an old coat, too heavy to throw away. I've called my fear wisdom just to make it through another day. But there's a difference between surviving and knowing how to live. And I've spent half my life learning what I was afraid to give. I left a man behind me somewhere on that road. mother hid her tired eyes behind 1,000 little breaths. And I became the kind of man who says I'm doing fine, even when the ceiling knows he's been awake most of the night. There are people I should have called, there are words I should have said, there are doors I should have opened instead of sleeping on my pride. Some people leave this world before they ever get an apology, and some apologies arrive long after the person has stopped waiting. Maybe heaven isn't somewhere beyond the clouds. Maybe heaven is the courage to tell the truth while you're still alive. Maybe forgiveness isn't saying what happened didn't matter. Maybe forgiveness is saying it mattered, it hurt, but I refuse to carry it for the rest of my life. And maybe peace isn't the absence of war. Maybe peace is finally putting down the weapon you were using against yourself. I found that man behind me, still standing in the rain, still holding all the pieces I was too afraid to name. He didn't ask for riches, he didn't ask for fame. He only wanted someone to tell him he was not a mistake. So I walked back toward him, though the road was cold and long. I put my hand upon his shoulder and told him, brother, come home.